For my econ assignment, I will be interviewing my brother and my mother on two questions. The first one is, what are the advantages of free market economy? And the second one is, why do you think a monopoly is bad? So the first question, my brother, what are the advantages of free market economy?
In a free market economy, the government places less regulations on the sale of items. Regulations frequently cost the producer more money in order to sell the same product. Thus, less regulations will allow producers to sell more products at lower prices, thus encouraging consumers to buy more, thus increasing economic activity.
Next, I'm going to ask the same question to my mom. What are the advantages of free market economy?
Well, a free market economy makes it possible for a poor person to become rich. It's easier to become rich when no one's telling you what they think you should be. And I think a good example of this would be Steve Jobs. He was raised in a low middle income family and he ended up becoming one of the world's richest billionaires because of his inventions. Unlike a socialist market economy, I, as the business owner, am the owner of my business, not the government. And I have the freedom to make the business decisions, such as who I want to sell to, how much I want to sell it for, and also if I wanted to give to charities. I also have the freedom to be as creative as I want to under the law, to think of a product or a business that could generate my goal income. Even simple inventions, but really useful things like safety pins and post-it notes and wrinkle-free fabric, which brings us to another advantage of a free market economy. Free market economy makes our lives better. There will always be creative people who will invent something to make our everyday life better and easier.
And the second question, why do you think a monopoly is bad? From my brother.
A monopoly is bad when the entity with the monopoly abuses it, like when they make their product unreasonably expensive. This is bad because consumers without enough money will not be able to buy their product and will most likely suffer. Those who do have enough money will be forced to give up other purchases, such as other necessities. It's also possible that people could violently revolt in order to change the prices.
Okay, so now back to my mother. Why do you think a monopoly is bad?
A monopoly is bad because these monopolies, they can set any price they want regardless of demand, leaving us consumers no choice but to pay their price. An example, our electricity supplier, SoCal Edison, we need electricity no matter what, so we end up paying or having to pay whatever they charge. Well, I can't imagine life without electricity, can you? And we might end up with higher costs for that product in the long run. Worst of all, they don't see any need to improve their products, so they can always sell lower quality goods and we would still pay for it.
And that concludes the interview.